Your discretion is advised.
How you doing? We got some business to discuss right now. Okay, so I see here we got a little movie we need to discuss right now. A bit of a Oscar bait type of film from what I've heard. It's an Oscar bait metaphorical shit. Now before I even bother talking about this movie itself, and how I personally feel, what my thoughts are and everything about this movie, I gotta take out this little toothpick here. Cause it's driving me nuts. I can't even talk properly with this little piece of wood in my mouth. Okay, so let me tell you all the little story of how I came across this movie and everything, and what really, you know what? Let me just tell you all how I came across this movie and everything. So Mr. Garrison was telling me, hey, Young Assassin, or TYA is what they like to call me, the west side of Brooklyn, New York. Or west side of New York in general. The west side, you know, where all the gangs are, all the, 50s greases and whatnot. That's what they like to call me, TYA. So TYA, you gotta check out this movie that I saw. It sucked pretty fucking bad. So he told me, okay, so this movie sucked pretty bad. So what is the name of the movie called? And he told me it's called Boyhood. And I says to him, Boyhood, I never even heard of it. The only Boyhood I know is me growing up, my childhood ways, having a pocket knife on me, carrying a gun or brass knucks on me, a little protection, getting them Asian babes and everything on my side, because I'm a good looking dude. That's my childhood. That was my boyhood right there, and I still am going through boyhood or whatever and whatnot. So he says, okay, so very interesting story you got going on there. But I want you to check out this movie because people want to hear what you have to say about it. I mean, for me though, I would be nice about it. But since you got yourselves a bad attitude and everything, I think you'd be the perfect guy to even talk about this film. So I says, okay, I'll check out this movie. I'll go grab myself an Asian honey. I'll grab a bucket of popcorn. I'll grab the soda pop and everything. Boom, boom, boom. Got everything. I'll sit down and watch this fucking movie they told me about. So I sit through the movie. I was watching it. I was watching the Boyhood, the boy's hood and everything. And also before I even watched this movie, I forgot to say, I did my research on this film, and I'm going to tell you right now, god damn, this film got so many nominated Oscars, won so many awards. It won Best Picture and snubbed over some other great movies. I can't remember what they were because I'm fucking stupid. I dropped out of high school during my junior year because, like I said, I wanted to, hang around in the alleyways. That's where I belong. Italian restaurants, spaghetti. But anyway, that's another story. So anyways, I did my research on it, and this movie got itself a lot of fucking Oscar nominates and won a lot of awards and everything, and then goddamn, I've never seen a film this praised as a fucking cow's big titty udders that I saw the other day when I was on the fields. This goddamn cow's udders, man, it was like playing with my dick, man. You can just jerk with it all you want, and white liquid stuff will come out of it. God damn, man. Fucking hell, I've seen Asian titties bigger than that. Specifically the nipples speaking. So anyways, after I did my research, I had everything, I watched the movie, and I'm gonna tell you right now, what the fuck was I even watching? Look at my eyes. I don't even smoke or drink, well, a little booze once in a while, but look at my eyes. I was never so shocked into what I was watching. I was watching this fucking movie, and I couldn't understand what in the hell people saw in it. So let me tell you all what this movie's about. This movie is about a kid named Mason who grows up. That's it. Basically, it reflects, his childhood, his family life, how he started off from started off as a baby, showcasing, his first walk, his first words, him taking his first poop and everything in his diapers. And, as he grows up to be a kid, grows up to, be a child, he just, shows his life and everything. And as he grows up, he becomes a scumbag fucktard. That's what he becomes. So let me tell you right now my real thoughts about this movie, summing it up in a more professional manner. This movie's about a little fuckhead growing up to be a bigger fuckhead, selling drugs and being a goddamn asshole. That's what the movie's about. So first off, before I even tell you all my honest thoughts about the film, I know I'm gonna get some hate for this. I'm gonna get some hate. You know, there's gonna be a couple of haters in the comment section, you know, maybe disliking, you know, boom, 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 you know, fuck you, Mr. T.Y., you know, for saying shit about a movie that's so overly praised and whatnot. And by the way, let me tell you all one of the big things I hate about the film. It's metaphorical up the ass. I hate metaphors with a passion. I'm gonna tell you now, there's going to be people saying to me, they're gonna say, oh, this movie is good. It's about life. It shows you what life is. That's why this movie's good. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. I want to watch a movie, and I want to judge on what I see on screen. If I want to watch a porno, I want to judge the girl's tits, her pussy, how clean-shaved it is. I want to judge the guy's dick, how big it is, you know, going inside there, and, you know, giving her the boom, 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 the hanky-panky. Tommy James and Shondell. Good song, by the way. I love that guy. But still, if I want to watch a movie, like I said, pornos, man, judge everything on the woman, judge everything on the man, boom, 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 how it goes with all that. Hell, I'll even give it a 5 out of 5 if he does anal on her, for God's sakes. But still, continuing on about all this, man, what else do you want me to say about this film? The movie sucks, alright? And I'll be gladly explaining why. Why this movie sucks in a professional manner. The movie is about a kid growing up. Okay? What's the point? What's the showcase? What's the memorable... What's that word? Hey, Tommy, what's that word? Tony or Vito? Big Vito, what's that word? What is that word? Memorabilia? What is that word? Huh? I'm deaf in one ear. What is it? Memorable. Thank you very much. What's the memorable things about this movie? Let's see. Nothing. Absolutely nothing is what I remembered about this movie. I can't remember anything memorable. Okay, so the kid grows up. Your point? What's the point? What's the memorable factors? I couldn't get nothing. All I was watching was nonsense, really. And what I mean by nonsense is just, you know, watching a kid's regular life. What's memorable? I don't understand what people saw about this movie at all, or what the praise was. If it's for that metaphorical, please, if anybody wants to explain to me what's about, explain it to me from what you saw and judged on screen. Don't give me that metaphorical bull crap, you know, saying, oh, it's about life, yada, 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 yada. You want to know what my life is? You want to know metaphorical meaning about life is? You wake up, you get on the can, you take a poop, you get out, do what you gotta do, get home, go make love to your honey, and go to bed. There you go. That's life. That's life. That's all people need. Yeah, that song what's his name? Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra, yeah, but that's who he is, yeah. But anyways, I'm getting too off topic, but let me continue telling you all about Boyhood. This is a film that I couldn't understand whatsoever. The movie was... I can't even tell you how long the movie was. The pacing was absolutely slow. It was slower than my shits. And I take better shits than that. Now, my shits are more important and better than that. So, yes, the movie itself, the pacing was absolutely slow as hell. There are no memorable factors in this movie that'll make me think, man, this is going to be one of the greatest movies of all time, or clearly it's not. There's nothing memorable about the film at all. What's his name? The only thing I could say was good about the film was that guy Ethan Hawke, who played as the kid's father, I believe it was, yeah. He was the only good factor about this movie, you know what I'm saying? He was the only good thing. And I gotta respect the guy for how he's portraying, you know, his character, doing a good presentation. But overall, minus that is not equal to anything at all about how I feel about this movie. There's nothing memorable at all. It's just metaphorical up the ass, you know. Which I don't understand at all that people love about it. I can't get it whatsoever. So yes, what else? Yes, the plot itself, there's really no basic plot whatsoever. That made me think, man, that's a great movie. It's just a nonsensical, metaphorical bullcrap of a plot. That's all the movie is to me. I really can't add nothing more or give, anything that'll make me think, wow. I can't think of nothing because this movie was absolutely boring. I was just wasting my time watching a kid grow up to be a dope. Literally a dope, an asshole towards everybody. Doing this and whatnot to everybody. There was nothing memorable at all. I don't understand what people liked about it. I really don't. The character, the kid, maybe he was all right as a kid, but as he got into an asshole, as soon as he got into an adult, he became an asshole. He wouldn't want to fuck him. He would not want to screw with me, man. I tell you, I would whip his ass and turn it sideways. He would go from North Korea to no, not North Korea. North Dakota to South Dakota in an instant. He'll go all the way from New York to California in an instant. Until Barry turned his ass sideways. But yes, that's all I can really say about this, about the, that particular part. About him turning into an adult and everything. So yes, the character acting for that guy was bland, he was an asshole. Again, there's people like that in the streets, but relating to a movie-wise, it was nothing special nor memorable whatsoever within the acting, the pacing range, and the film itself as the story progresses. This was not a memorable story at all. Nothing to remember by. Literally, absolutely nothing at all, and I can't really understand the praise at all this movie got. But yes, the story itself is nothing memorable at all. There's literally no discussion as to what's, spectacular, what specific bits and pieces in the first, second, and third act of the movie that, was good, memorable, and would make you think what was so great about it. There was literally, again, no plot whatsoever, no sense at all into what makes this a good movie. And again, from what the quote-unquote plot was I read on paper before reading it, again, the execution, it was just, watching a film that was about nothing special. About nothing. Again, if people say, oh, it's about a kid growing, that's nothing to me. If I want to watch a movie, I would watch Captain America Civil War. I'd watch the John Wick movies. I'd watch the Conjuring movies. I would go back to the past, watch Gone with the Wind, The Wizard of Oz. What's that, that chick's name? Gilda. I'd watch Gilda, man. Oh, she beautiful, man. Oh, man, I watched Gilda. I watched the Marilyn Monroe movies. I watched the Charlie Chaplin films. I watched the Three Stooges films. Well, okay, Three Stooges is something else, slapstick comedy. But I watch a lot of those films or actors who plays in those films. At least those movies would actually have themselves a plot that will be either executed good or bad. At least I'm watching a film that will have a plot that will give you something by. That's, for example, The Great Dictator, one of the greatest all-time Charlie Chaplin films ever created. That's another one. Castaway, Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump, Back to the Future. All those had plots, as I gave you memorable moments for movies that turn out to be masterpieces and memorable classics. For this movie, Boyhood, needs to take notes from those movies. But no, Richard Linklater, that's who the asshole was who did this film. The only film I personally liked from him was School of Rock. That's a 6 out of 5. But as he continued doing films, then you had Everybody Wants Some, and got Boyhood, all that crap going on. Not special memorable, boom, 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 bull crap. But yes, to get to the overall point about this, the movie itself sucked. The movie itself sucked. Nothing memorable at all. No basic plot. All metaphorical bull crap. And characters itself are pathetic, except the Hawk himself. So overall, Boyhood is a big fat 0 out of 5 for me. Have a good day.